Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to easily beat the boss Simon Manus Arm of God in Lies of P. So this is the final boss of the game. Now our strategy here for the first phase, you don't have to do it, but throwing items are very good at bringing this boss health down. Now for the first phase I wouldn't really recommend throwing items, I just happen to beat it on this attempt, but the throwing items can be purchased from the Malum district and I highly recommend them for this fight because as you can see it shreds his health bar down. Now the best way to do this would be to just attack it normally with the Spectre for the first phase, and then on that second phase throw all your throwing items. Now there's also Wishstone boxes that you can use to make the Spectre live longer or explode, and I find those to be pretty useful as well, but really it all comes down to avoiding damage and then just getting as much of these throwing items in as possible while the Spectre is alive. We already got the boss down 1/4 of its health and it is just completely draining him. We got him at half now, and this is where the real fight really begins because I am out of throwing items. Now, as I said, the best way to do this would be to save your throwing items for this phase because you could really just take him down the full health bar in this phase just by throwing items. But I wasn't doing it very well and I threw them at the very first phase. I didn't expect to beat him on this attempt, so it just happened to be that way. But really, this second phase is brutal. His attacks have huge hitboxes. He has some insta-kill attacks. I would just recommend keeping all your throwing items. Keep the Spectre alive for that first phase, and then during this phase, throw as many of the throwing items as you possibly can at Simon Manus, and that will make him a lot easier of a fight. The Awakened God phase of this is by far the worst. During the Arm of God, he is not that bad, but with this, his attacks are so large, you kind of have to stay near him like this to keep out of his hitboxes. But be mindful, when that light beam comes down from the sky there, that hand will insta-kill you, so get out of that attack. And you can see it has a large area of effect. But overall, you really just want to keep your distance from this guy. Watch out for his disruption attacks, because those can also instantly kill your character. And get your hits in whenever you possibly can. But the best strategy would be to just hold off your items until phase number 2, because you could probably beat this in 2 minutes. I did it in 3, but I really didn't do that well with managing his attacks. The first phase is really the time to go in and attack and then get those throwable items. I found that the acid charges being the most damaging towards him, but everything else seems to do a pretty good job as well. And the shot put ball can break his stagger, so if you manage to get a stagger up on him, save those throwing balls for that point, the shot put balls, because they can put him into his into that charged attack stance so that you can deal a lot of damage to him without getting too much damage done yourself. Now the Aegis shield is pretty good here as well. I didn't really use it too much during this fight. Again, I did not expect to beat him in this attempt. I was just getting comfortable with his attacks and seeing if the strategy would work, and it worked so flawlessly I didn't even have a perfect run and I took him down. So if you're struggling with Simon Manus in Lies of P, use this guide. It'll make it a lot easier, and just mind, keep those items for the second phase and just start throwing them right away and hope that the Spectre is able to hold its aggro. If not, go back to Hotel Krat and upgrade the Spectre. But that is how you beat Simon Manus in Lies of P the easy way. Thank you so much for watching.